What's up guys, welcome to the speed test comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, S24 Ultra and the S23 Ultra to give you an idea of which device is going to be faster, better in terms of app opening, game testing, rendering and stuff like that. Guys, let's begin the video by booting up all three devices at the same time. Here we go. As you can see, the logo of Samsung is appearing on all three devices. So guys, as you know that these are the three generation of Samsung. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is the latest and the greatest one, whereas the S24 Ultra is going to be the second generation and third generation is going to be the S23 Ultra. So let's see which device is going to be faster, and it's not a surprise, the S25 Ultra is going to be faster in terms of the boot up speed. Then we have the S24 Ultra and the S23 Ultra. So the difference between the boot up speed on all three devices is not going to be massive. There is just a few millisecond difference between all three devices and all are going to be absolutely great devices. Now, before going to the test, all the devices are going to be connected with the same Wi-Fi connection and there are no apps running in the background. So let's begin the video. But before going to that, we have two benchmark applications, which is the Geekbench 6 and the 3D Mark. So let's test out the performance of the processor on all three devices. And starting with the Geekbench, I have already run the benchmark score and here is the result for all three devices. And as you can see, the Snapdragon 8 Elite is going to be one of the fastest one in terms of the multi-core and the single-core processor. Honestly, on paper, the S25 Ultra is one of the fastest processor right now. Now let's move towards the second application, which is the 3D Mark test, and here we are going to be performing the wildlife extreme test on all the three devices to see which device is going to be better in terms of that particular test. Now here is the result for all these devices, and as you can see, the Snapdragon 8 Elite processor is going to be one of the best one and just had a score of 6500. So definitely the S25 Ultra on paper is going to be fastest one from all three devices. So guys, now let's move towards the app opening testing, and starting with the basic application, the phone dialer. And as you can see, the phone dialer animation is going to be absolutely same on all the three devices, which is absolutely great. Next we have setting application, and it's going to be pretty amazing animation for all three devices. Now let's move towards the third-party applications and see which device is faster. And starting with the Quora, as you can see, the S25 Ultra and the S24 Ultra is going to be blazing fast in terms of the app opening. Next we have Reddit. Here you can see the Galaxy S25 Ultra and S24 Ultra don't have any kind of a difference. There is a tie there, but the S23 Ultra is slightly a few milliseconds behind. Moving on towards the Spotify, and let's see which device is faster in opening that. So as you can see, both the S24 and S25 Ultra are going to be pretty much same in terms of opening the apps, and S23 Ultra is few milliseconds behind. Next we have YouTube, and it's going to be faster in S24 Ultra than the S25 Ultra. And here moving towards TikTok, and let's see which device is loading up faster. So the S25 Ultra is the first one, S24 Ultra is at second position, and third position for the S23 Ultra. Now let's move towards the cameras of the TikTok. So similar is going to be the situation in the camera department. The S25 Ultra is going to be the winner here. Moving towards Snapchat, as you can see, the S24 Ultra is going to be the first one to open up the camera app in the Snapchat. So definitely it's the winner here. Next we have Instagram. Now Instagram is going to be loading faster on the S23 Ultra, which is a surprise, but still it's going to be faster on that particular machine. Then we have S25 and S24 Ultra. Now moving on towards the first game, and it's going to be Subway Surfers. Let's see which device loads up that particular game faster. Now as you can see, it really depends upon 3rd generation processor, and the S25 Ultra open up first, then S24 Ultra, and then we have S23 Ultra, but the difference is just a millimon. Next we have another game, Flip Diving, and let's see which device is going to be opening up faster. As you can see, all the three devices has opened up the devices, I think probably at the same time, so all the devices are going to be excellent. Now let's move towards the high graphic game, and it's going to be the Real Racing 3. Now let's see which device loads up that particular high graphic game first. It's going to be interesting to see which device will loads up faster, as on paper S25 Ultra has the better GPU as well. So let's find out which is going to be the winner. Surprisingly, the S23 Ultra loads up the game faster as compared to the S25 and the S24 Ultra. They are still taking some time. So definitely the S23 Ultra is the faster one. Then we have the S25 Ultra and the S24 Ultra. Now let's see in-game performance of all the devices, and it's going to give us a pretty much good idea of how the in-game performance is going to be. So definitely the S25 Ultra is the winner here in terms of the game opening. Now let's move towards my favorite game, the PUBG Mobile, and see which device loads that particular game faster or not. So let's see which device is going to be loads up that particular game and which is going to be the slowest one from all three devices. Now, as you can see, the loading page for all the three devices has appeared, and the Galaxy S25 Ultra is going to be blazing fast. Then we have the S24 Ultra on the second position and the third position for the S23 Ultra. Now, basically, if we see the performance of all the three devices, they are excellent. I have found out that the S23 Ultra gaming is going to be a little bit laggy as compared to the Galaxy S24 and S25 Ultra. So definitely both the S24 Ultra and 25 Ultra gaming is going to be absolutely great. Next application is the Netflix, and let's see which device loads up faster. As you can see, the S25 Ultra loads up first, then S24 Ultra, and then the S23 Ultra, but the difference is just a few milliseconds. Now let's move towards the Play Store on all three devices, and it's going to be loading faster on S23 and S24 Ultra faster than S25. Next we have Adobe Rush application, and let's see which device loads up faster. And we have a 4K clip in that particular application, and we are going to be exporting that particular application in 1080p resolution, and we are going to be applying some effect on top of that on all these. And let's see which device is going to be exporting fast. As you can see, the S25 Ultra is going to be faster in terms of the rendering, and it's finished first. Then we have the S24 Ultra and S23 Ultra on second and third position. Moving on towards the second application, and it's the CapCut. Similar situation, just like the Adobe Rush, similar situation is in here. We are going to be loading the 4K clip in here in the project and going to be exporting that particular project in 720p resolution. Now let's export on all three devices at the same time, and as you can see, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is blazingly fast, and surprisingly the S23 Ultra is on second position and S24 Ultra is at third position. Now guys, the last app which we are going to be testing is the browsing speed of the three devices. And guys, let's move towards the first website which we are going to be opening, and it's the Phone Arena. And as you can see, the Galaxy S25 Ultra is the first one to load, then the S24, and at last the S23 Ultra. As you can see, all the three devices has opened up the Phone Arena first, and the loading time is going to be faster on the S24 Ultra as compared to the S25 and S23 Ultra. So guys, the overall performance of all the three devices is absolutely great. The difference between all of three devices, app opening and game opening, is going to be minimal. And guys, let's move towards the RAM management of all the three devices. As you can see, the Galaxy S25 Ultra has retained all the application in here. There is no difference. The PUBG Mobile is there. The real racing game is still running. We have other games are also running in here. Instagram is there. Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, and the other applications are still in the RAM of the S25 Ultra. So definitely 12GB of RAM option is going to be absolutely great, and all the application has retained in the S25 Ultra. So the RAM management is going to be better in the S25 Ultra as well. Now let's move towards the S24 Ultra and see how the RAM management performance is going to be for that particular device. As you can see, the RAM management for the S24 Ultra is going to be pretty much great. The basic app are going to be holding inside the device RAM, and we have the PUBG Mobile also available in the RAM. The real racing is still running behind, and there is no app refresh even in the S24 Ultra up till now. Snapchat, Instagram are there, and TikTok, I believe that has been refreshed, the first application which is refreshed. YouTube is there, Reddit is there, Spotify and the Quora are going to be available. So overall, the S24 Ultra is going to be absolutely great in the RAM management. Only one application, TikTok, has been refreshed. Other than that, it's going to be performing really great. Now let's move towards the last phone, and it's going to be the S23 Ultra, and let's test out the RAM management of that particular device. Now, as you can see, the basic application are going to be holding in there. I hope that the S23 Ultra retain all that particular application in the RAM, because it's also going to be coming with 12GB of RAM options. You can see that every application is going to be available in here. The PUBG Mobile is also in the RAM and it has not been refreshed. We have Real Racing, which is also been in the RAM, which is not refreshed. Then we have the gaming. The Surface is the first application that has been refreshed, which is quite interesting to see. Anyhow, since the Surface refresh, all other application has been refreshed in the S23 Ultra. As you can see, and even the Reddit, Snapchat and Quora are being refreshed in the S23 Ultra. So honestly, the RAM management in the S23 Ultra is not great, but definitely the heavy games are still running at the background in S23 Ultra. So guys, all in all the three devices are going to be absolutely great. The app opening, game testing and RAM management for both the S25 Ultra and the S24 Ultra is going to be absolutely amazing. Yes, RAM management is going to be an issue for the S23 Ultra, but overall the performance of all the three devices is going to be great. The app opening difference between all three devices is just a few milliseconds. And you guys, this is my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about that? Be sure to subscribe for amazing content. Peace.